So how many inflatables are you storing in these 3 spaces?
Probably 170-ish. We have probably 30 to 40 holiday.
Before the storage unit, right? You told me that you were working out of your house?
Yes.
Hey everybody, we are back at Jana's warehouse, the Do the Happy Bounce warehouse. I love this sign that you have.
Thank you.
Well, let's go check out your office.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, Jana, this whole space just makes me so happy. Oh my goodness. This is a sweet setup you've got here. I love it. It definitely creates a really fun, happy environment, which I'm sure helps when you're
I live here, so
stuck behind the computer all day on the
Yes,
phone.
exactly.
Well, can you take us on a tour of your warehouse and
Yes,
show us
ma'am.
some more of the ins and outs?
Yes.
She's got 3 different warehouses.
So we did not clean up for you guys. We're so sorry.
No, we like it messy.
It's
we want
like
it real.
trip hazards.
The real deal. So how many inflatables are you storing in these 3 spaces?
We have probably 170-ish.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Compared
So-
to the how many do you start out with?
5.
5? And you have a lot of stuff here. So there's themed units, neutral, obstacles, a little bit of everything, would you say?
Yeah, we have probably 30 to 40 holiday. So Easter, Halloween. So that is a big portion of our inventory, but obviously it's just used seasonally.
So how are you getting things you have a forklift to get everything off the
We
shelves?
have a stacker down there at the bottom, so it's a little bit easier. It
Okay.
takes up less room than a forklift.
Nice. So when did you get that? Was that once you got the first warehouse here, or did you
It
wait?
was, yep. We got that pretty much as soon as we got this warehouse because we had to get racks.
Before the storage unit, right? You told me that you were working out of your house?
Yes, so we worked out of our garage, and then we had a second living room or a bonus room, and that's where all of our concessions and then our small 13 by 13s and 15 by 15s lived for a couple years.
So let's look over here. I know there's something that I've noticed that you do that I think a lot of people would like to hear about because it could help them. These right here, these are all your banners, right?
These are all our banners, and then we have a couple on the floor.
They got
but
the
yes.
names on them. I mean, no, it's a work in progress. I'm sure you pull them and put them back, but what are those tubes and where did you get them?
So those are packing tubes that you can buy from Uline. You can get them on Amazon sometimes, eBay. I think they're 6 by 60. They're probably between $10 and $20 a piece, but we've been using these for years. It just keeps everything organized. You know exactly what you've got.
So I see some other things that you need. You've got electric dollies, so that probably really helps out your guys.
Yep.
And then you've got concessions like popcorn and
Yes, yep.
cotton candy.
Popcorn, cotton candy, snow cones.
I saw your blowers over here. How do you organize those? What's your way of doing it? It looks like you've got a bunch up
Those
there.
are that's the graveyard.
That's the blower graveyard. Okay,
That's
is that
the
for
blower graveyard.
parts and stuff maybe?
Yeah, we cannibalize parts off of those. They're there. They don't work. Someday we'll get time to go through them.
These are the ones that work.
Well, except for the one that says
This
bad.
one that says bad is
Yep,
gone.
but yes, and we, like I said, we have probably 70 units out. So running on the low side on the blowers, but this is usually where they're at and they're stacked, and then we have a couple of pallets of new ones. So
And then
that-
how do your guys know which ones for which units? Are they just grabbing a couple blowers and
the
winging
majority
it, or?
of our units take 1.5. I think we just our standard bouncers take a 1 horsepower. So it's pretty much like everybody knows. I think we might have 2 or 3 units that take 2 blowers, but pretty much rule of thumb is everything takes a 1.5.
Where are your extension cords and stuff?
They are all in the trucks. So our
okay.
trucks
So you leave them in the truck?
Yep, our trucks have job boxes. That's where the stakes and cords and the hoses pretty
Job
much stay.
boxes. That's
Just
cool.
big, huge, heavy duty plastic type toolboxes.
So it just lives in the truck. So that way they're not going back and forth every time.
Yes, so they're responsible for their own things. They know my box has cords, my box has hoses.
And they're not fighting over how do you wind them up because everybody has their own style of how you
Yep.
store the cords. Some tarps?
We are no tarp.
No tarp.
Team no tarp.
You heard it first. Jana is team no tarp.
These are what
Very
we use.
controversial subject.
It is.
How often would you say you need to use sandbags? Is that something that goes out every weekend or?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, sandbags are a pain.
Do you charge extra for sandbags?
We do. So just straight out of the gate. Any hard surface is an automatic $100 surface fee.
That can be a controversial subject too, because I've heard some people say like, oh, we never charge. But at the same time, it's more time, more effort. Sandbags are no joke.
More space on the truck, more weight on the truck. You know, you don't want to overload your axles. So all those things factor into our pricing. Like we can't load up, 50 sandbags, 6 or 7 units and meet the weight capacity for the trailers.
Back here is pretty great because you can basically just pull the truck up right here to the warehouse, load it up. So you have how many trailers?
We have 3 Ford F-250s with trailers, and then we have a box truck. And then out here is usually where we clean. They usually park inside. So this is the rest of our mess.
Do you use the stakes that come with the inflatables, or do you buy like a different
little
version?
bit of both. It really just depends on like what they are, what they look like.
So this space, do you think you're eventually going to get like shelving and everything, or where are you at with that?
Probably not. It's really, this is easier than having to get a forklift, and there's not a lot of space like width-wise.
And then are you grouping these? So are you like, oh, all the combos, all the slides? What's your like method for that?
There is no method to the madness. All wet is what goes in here.
Okay.
Anything that goes out that's like wet and that kind of stuff usually goes in the front, and we put, as we clean, like the dry stuff in the back, so it's kind of rotated. It helps us keep track. We clean, well, usually all those spots are open over there, and then
So you'll set up, inflate them.
Yep, and then here as well.
So this is your third storage space. I see you got a dunk tank.
Put
Tables
dunk
and
tanks.
chairs? Okay, so you do tables and chair
chairs.
rentals?
Yeah, whole on mess, but extra blowers, seasonal unit. Looks like we have some bag concessions.
I like you have little kid chairs.
Little
even.
kid
So you do
chairs.
kids tables and chairs too. So let's see your newest business venture over
Yeah.
here. Ice cream queens. This
Ice
is
cream
amazing.
queens. Yeah,
So you're gonna be starting your own ice cream truck. Is it gonna be you? Is it gonna be your family? Like who's behind this?
It'll be Joe driving.
Joe has to drive.
Joe has to
Because
drive. He
we've-
doesn't.
nobody
he doesn't
else
trust me.
Is gonna drive it.
He doesn't trust anybody else.
Well,
so.
that's cool because like go for the ice cream, and then if not, rebrand
Yeah,
Gamer Truck, which is
exactly.
really popular as well.
Yep.
Well, and you have a recognizable brand, so now that people are already renting party supplies and different things from you, why not give the full package and also bring the ice cream truck?
Yeah.
Well, so fun. I'm literally gonna have to make another trip just to get ice cream
Yes.
from your truck.
Yeah, like right around and work the ice cream window.
Yeah.
Super
Awesome.
excited.
Let's head back to your office.
Okay.
Jana, it was so awesome going around your warehouse and getting to poke around and ask you questions
Yeah.
about how you do things. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We definitely need to bring Jana on again because she is just a wealth of knowledge. So we will see you all.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you.